altered Canadian history. Jacques Bourbeau.
A scandal like that was just so blatant.
There are two stories in the number 2 spot, SARS and H1N1. At first, people were nervous about during the H1N1 pandemic, and then there were lines around the block. It all changed with the death of 12-year-old Evan Frastalio when his parents took their loss public. Our health reporter Jen Tryon.
The credit goes to his parents. I'll never forget it, standing out on their lawn the day after their child died of H1N1. A flu, he died.
And finally, the loss of 157 Canadian soldiers in Afghanistan. This is one of the ways the country reacted, the Highway of Heroes. Mike Drolet covered ramp ceremonies in Afghanistan and this tribute at home.
They would come out, rain or shine, and just cheering along as the casket and as the convoy would drive by. It was really, that was an amazing moment to be around.
Now, not everyone agrees with the makeup of this list. Believe me, there's been some vigorous debate around the office. You can join in on the discussion on our Facebook page. Tomorrow, we're going to take another look back at some of the stories that have stuck with the team and what it's been like to document a decade. Chris?
Look forward to that. Thank you, Mike. And that is Global National for this Saturday. I'm Chris Galis. Breaking news, always available on our website, globalnews.ca. Have a great night and a great long weekend.
It's bigger than you think.
Well, an unlikely sight in a southwest neighborhood. After a long day on the loose, a black bear is captured high up in a tree in a front yard. Fish and Wildlife officers finally catching up to this guy late this afternoon, shooting him with a tranquilizer dart, ending the chase. This is the News Hour. More on the excitement leading up to this moment ahead. But first, here's what else we're working on for you tonight.
Tonight on the News Hour.
Crossing the line. The friendly rivalry between the Eskimos and Stamps turned sour after someone vandalizes a billboard. And Tropical Storm Lee pounds New Orleans. So far, the city is faring well, but other communities can't say the same.
Now from Global Calgary, the News Hour with Jamie Dahl.
Good evening. An exciting day for residents in the southwest communities of Bayview and Palliser. A black bear was spotted wandering through alleys and backyards around 9 this morning. And finally, about an hour and a half ago, it was captured after being chased up a tree. Carolyn Curry de Castillo now with more on the visitor who caught many off guard.
Erin Woolley found a surprise pile left behind on her front lawn from an unusual visitor.
I'll clean that up.
Soon, police converged in her backyard, hunting for the black bear that marched through her property. Canine units cruised the area in the morning, finding paw prints and poop, but no bear.
At first, we had a report of a big bear, over 6 feet tall. Now we're getting a report of a little bear.
They're in the area of Palliser Place and Palliser Drive.
The warnings from the police helicopter overhead had residents in disbelief that a bear would cross 90th Avenue into Palliser.
Never a bear? A bear? That's amazing. He'll never make it this far. Never. No. I can't believe he has made it this far.
But here is your pint-sized proof. Robert Mulcrone made enough money this year from playing his violin to buy himself a new camera. And if that isn't a big enough achievement for a 7-year-old, he was calm and steady enough to use that new camera to snap a picture of the bear.
And then, like, this bear was, like, staring at us, like, it was, like, standing there, like, just standing in that fence over there. And it was, like, just, like...
The humble photographer and his parents watched as the bear ran up the alley and out of view. As for the timing of the spectacular sighting, it couldn't be better for this family.
It was, like, amazing. On my dad's birthday, of his 60th birthday, to see this bear is just like seeing, like, I told a hummingbird, but now I think a parrot.
Oh, ouch.
Then, around 6 hours after the first sighting, police and conservation officers head back out to Palliser Place, where the bear is captured in the same area it had been hiding all day. The 1-year-old male will be relocated west of Calgary. Carolyn Curry de Castillo, Global News.
Poor guy. Well, the bear was not harmed. Bears are often spotted in neighborhoods bordering Fish Creek and Weasel Head this time of year in search of ripe fruit. Confirmation tonight that the man found with serious injuries in his backyard has died. Police were called to a home in Abbeydale just after midnight Friday. When they arrived, they found the man in his yard and rushed him to hospital in critical condition. He died last night. Police say it's still not clear if they're dealing with a criminal case.
We're waiting for an autopsy to be performed on Tuesday. And at that point, we'll know for sure which direction this investigation is going to take. So currently, the death is being classified as undetermined.
Police are currently talking to one witness who was at the house during the time of the incident. The Alberta Serious Incident Response Team being called in after a man said he was brutally attacked by police for no reason. The Edmonton resident says he has video showing 3 officers beat him to the ground. Linda Nguyen has the details, but first a warning. This story does contain images some people may find disturbing.
I am in pain, lots of pain.
Sammy Sobey still has bruises on his chest, back and knee. The 60-year-old alleges he was brutally attacked by police last Sunday following an argument outside the North End meat shop Sobey works at.
I found the cops, city police, and raising the guns at me. I said, like, what's going on? Put your hand up. I put my hand up. Turned around. I turned around.
Surveillance video seen here shows the arrest. Sobey says officers grabbed him and pushed him to the ground. It's video Sobey still can't bring himself to watch.
They were coming at me, not one or two. The 3 of them. They were coming at me.
Sobey says it all started when this man, seen here arguing with him, allegedly assaulted a worker at the meat shop last Friday. Sobey says when the man returned to the shop Sunday, Sobey exchanged words with him. That's when the man called police, saying Sobey was threatening him with a meat cleaver.
It's a handmade grabber because we grab with it.
Sobey admits he was holding what he calls a grabber, a handmade tool workers use to pull heavy boxes at the shop. When he realized he was holding it, he went back into the shop and put it back down. One witness who saw the confrontation in the alley from her apartment window confirms Sobey's story.
If you're going to scream at the top of your lungs that somebody's trying to kill you with a meat hook, why would you stand there and keep yelling?
Alberta's Serious Incident Response Team is now investigating the officers' actions. Sobey hopes they are charged for what they did, calling it senseless and unnecessary.
It was humiliating, embarrassing, and I'm trying to find a good reason for it. I can't.
Sobey alleges after he was handcuffed, he was taken outside where he was punched and kicked several times by officers. Well, it's day 3 of the distracted driving law, and it appears many Albertans are finally getting the message.
I've reached for my phone several times while driving and had to...
Hard habit to break. You see a lot of people with twitches now. You know, it happens when you break a habit like that.
Right, I'm back to focusing on the road.
Police Chief Rick Hansen joining our Leslie Horton on the Saturday Morning News. On Thursday, Alberta joined 8 other provinces banning the use of handheld cell phones while driving. But the legislation also covers those other distractions like eating or programming your GPS. Hansen says despite some drivers not obeying the law, it's going well so far.
Most people, a lot of people said, look, I'm going to do it till they make a law that says I can't. And most people, what we rely on in policing is not enforcement. It's voluntary compliance with a little bit of enforcement to get the point across. And a lot of people have said they've noticed a big difference. Now when they're driving down the road, they're shocked because people are actually paying attention.
No numbers yet on just how many people have been ticketed since the program began. That information will be released in October. Violators can face a $172 fine. Well, according to the latest edition of the Farmer's Almanac, it's going to be yet another brutal winter across the prairies. The popular book says we'll have below average temperatures this winter. The worst of it will come in early December from mid-January to mid-February, and more freezing temperatures in the beginning of March. There's also quite a bit of snow expected again, and we can also expect a colder than average spring. But the publication says next summer will be warmer than usual. Carla, I hope they're wrong.
Jamie, my stomach just dropped. Honestly, watching that snow in the car, getting stuck in the snow, my stomach just dropped. I've been having such a great day, and then I had to see that.
I know.
Oh, it was awful. I've got some good news and some bad news. First, last night we broke some records. We're talking about how cold it's going to be this winter. It was cold last night, wasn't it? We had a frost warning in effect. We have a frost warning in effect, not for the city of Calgary, but from the areas around it. Last night, temperatures Banff went down to -2, -3 in Crow's Nest. Yeah, it was a frosty one. It's going to be the same tonight. Right now, though, we're sitting at 17 at the airport. Those winds coming in from the south-southeast at 15. Here's where we have some frost warnings in effect, which means temperatures will go down to -1. Airdrie, Olds, Cochrane area. The city of Calgary is not affected, although it is going to be a chilly night tonight. Again, clear skies means we'll go down to a low of 4. Tomorrow morning, clear, but 8. And by the time we get into the afternoon, that sun is going to warm things up to 24 degrees. It is going to be a beautiful one. I've got more good news on the way. Let's see what's going on with weekend traffic, though, and up to Katrina.
Well, just in the southwest, taking a look at Bow Trail, which is completely closed between 26th and 33rd Street in the westbound lanes, and that goes until tomorrow morning, and then you can expect that to switch to the eastbound lane. So 17th Avenue would be a good alternate if you are heading in that direction. Better driving deserves better rates. Find out how much you could save on car insurance with GP Car and Home at gp.ca. Jamie?
Thanks, Katrina.
You're welcome.
Well, suspected loyal Stamps fans are stirring up controversy just in time for game day. A widely debated billboard across from McMahon Stadium was defaced overnight. The vandals scrawling disparaging remarks about the Edmonton Eskimos. Here's Tracy Nagai now with the exclusive footage of a rivalry some say has gone too far. And a warning to our viewers, the story contains images that people may find offensive.
It had people gathering for a closer look, some even taking pictures.
Actually, I just saw the sign when it came around the corner. I just really wanted to look at all the media and all the hype about it, and then I just saw this.
They have their, marketing schemes and stuff like that, and I just don't think it's very good.
The shocking vandalism creating a buzz around an already controversial sign. This is what the sign looked like before the vandalism. It was bought by the Eskimos ahead of Monday's Labor Day Classic.
It's just unfortunate that a little bit of fun, turned into a defacing of the board.
No one's going to know that billboard is up when we kick the ball off, so we're just got a football game to play.
Stampeders officials also weren't impressed. Lyle Bauer releasing this statement saying, "It is an unfortunate incident and certainly not representative of our great fan base in Calgary."
Hopefully, this won't happen in Edmonton. Again, I find this classless myself. There's better ways to handling things other than what was done here on the sign.
Police are now investigating the vandalism, and it seems the culprits may have left a trail of evidence behind. Not far from the scene, we found latex gloves with red paint on them, and in the bushes, a ladder that the culprits may have used to get up to the billboard.
Crews came in Saturday morning to paint over the sign. Football fans say the hateful words were a bad play, despite the anti-Stamps message the sign originally displayed.
I don't know if they'll be able to get anything else, same thing up again, but that's what they should do, is put it back up.
Personally, I had no problem with it. Freedom of speech, like anything else. If you want to buy a sign, go right ahead.
Police have gathered evidence from the scene. If they do make any arrests, the culprits are sure to be caught red-handed. Tracy Nagai, Global News.
The Labor Day Classic kicks off Monday afternoon at 2:30. Dozens of Calgarians marching down 8th Avenue this afternoon for an annual march raising awareness for Calgary's lesbian community. Participants starting at Shaw Millennium Park and walk down Stephen Avenue to downtown. People attending the event say it's important for women to have their own event in addition to the Gay Pride Parade, which goes tomorrow. They add it's a chance for women to show unity.
It's important to come out, show that Calgary can be a remarkably inclusive city when it puts its mind to it, and that your brother, sister, father, mother, cousin, you never know who in your family may be gay or questioning, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, and it's important to love all.
This is the second Dyke March in our city. The first ever documented one took place in Vancouver in 1981 and now happens every year right around the world. Environmental activists continuing their protests today against a proposed oil pipeline. Today marking the final day of a 2-week trespass sit-in outside the White House. The rally was sponsored by the Sierra Club and other environmental groups. Dozens of people were taken into custody today, bringing the total to more than 1,000 arrests. They want President Obama to reject the proposed Keystone XL tar sands pipeline, which would bring oil from Canada to refineries in the United States. Tropical Storm Lee is pounding the Gulf Coast this long weekend, washing away some streets in New Orleans. But so far, the levees are holding. And how did 3 toddlers manage to sneak out of a daycare in Ontario? Some parents are demanding answers.
What makes the KFC Bargain Bucket so good?
Feeding my whole family for under 20 bucks.
10 pieces of original recipe chicken and medium fries, all for only $18.99. Irresistible taste, real value.
So good.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time to find out that the crack in your windshield weakens the structural integrity of your vehicle. Now is not the time to realize that a windshield is more than just a piece of glass. No, now is not the time.
A tragic start to the long weekend for a Beaumont family. They were away on a camping trip, and when they learned their home had been destroyed in a fire.
Devastation. Everything, it's gone.
The family returned this afternoon. Witnesses say a vehicle drove through the family's yard early this morning, rupturing a gas line that sparked a fire. That spread to the home, destroying it. A neighboring home has suffered some damage, but fortunately no one was injured. RCMP aren't releasing any details about the people inside the vehicle that drove through the yard. The investigation continues. A Canada-wide warrant being issued for a man suspected in the killing of a Winnipeg woman. RCMP believe that this man was with Nancy Swenty before she disappeared in late July. Nancy was with friends when McDermott's ex-girlfriend. Last night, RCMP raided a vacant home in Fraserwood, Manitoba, close to where Swenty's truck was found last month. Investigators found a gun and a note from the suspect.
He's not going to jail for a crime he didn't commit. He found the truck on the side of the highway. I didn't kill any girl. And then said, me and my sawed-off shotgun are going to make a run for it.
Russ McDermott is believed to have stolen a gray Ford Ranger and is on the run. He could be armed. RCMP believe he is heading to BC. For the second time this week, young drivers have had their expensive cars impounded in Vancouver after being caught driving at nearly double the speed limit. The Porsche and BMW were seized Friday morning after the 17-year-old drivers were caught street racing. They were clocked at 143 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone. And when they spotted police, they tried to flee. Just days earlier, RCMP impounded 13 high-end sports cars when the drivers were seen racing down Highway 99 at nearly 200 kilometers an hour. Well, for many parents, putting their child into daycare can be a stressful experience. And parents using one in Markham, Ontario, have seen some of the worst fears realized after several children escaped. Rob Malcolm has their story.
Some parents are concerned after hearing the news that 3 children walked out of this daycare and were missing for at least 12 minutes, only to be found by passers-by and staff at a nearby Shoppers Drug Mart.
It's shocking to hear something like that, of course. I couldn't believe something like this can happen.
When you have your children in care, your expectation is that folks are going to be watching.
It all took place Tuesday morning, August 12th. The 3 toddlers ranging in age from 18 to 24 months went missing from the Markham Village Child Care. 3 staff members supervising 11 children that morning had no idea where they were. Damien Alfonso's 18-month-old daughter was one of them.
I feel very bad because you have your daughter in the daycare and you are thinking that she's safe. Yeah, she was not safe.
His daughter was found in the busy parking lot. Another young girl and boy were discovered 100 meters away in the neighboring Shoppers Drug Mart. Store staff, unable to go on camera, were concerned and called police. Making matters worse, parents later discovered that 5 other kids escaped from the playground through an open gate but were rounded up before wandering too far. The ensuing investigation by the Ministry of Children and Youth Services found the kids were being underfed and the center's supervisor wasn't qualified. The incident had some parents on heightened alert as kids head back to school after the Labor Day weekend.
That's terrible. I wouldn't want that to happen to my children for sure.
Ministry officials acted quickly, shutting down this daycare on Wednesday. Damien says that's a good thing because when his daughter went missing, they wouldn't give him the full story.
We're trying to get the truth of what happened, and I believe that they were not honest with us, telling all the truth.
The daycare did not return phone calls. For now, the play center and these strollers will remain empty. Using his own child as an example, Jeff Tran says this could have been worse with a busy highway steps away and kids only standing as high as bumpers.
This is Highway 7 and 9th Line. It's a busy intersection, not unlike many of our busy intersections in the GTA.
According to the ministry, this daycare remains closed until a qualified supervisor is hired and other safety requirements are met. Rob Malcolm, Global News.
Tropical Storm Lee is ruining the Labor Day long weekend for people along the Gulf Coast. Much of the area is absolutely drenched, and tropical storm warnings run from Alabama all the way to Texas. Drew Levinson now on the soaker of a storm.
Tropical Storm Lee is flooding parts of the Gulf Coast. Forecasters predict it could dump up to 20 inches of rain. In New Orleans, which sits below sea level, some streets are underwater. But the city's pumps are working, pushing the water into Lake Pontchartrain. For some, that's a problem.
That's Lake Pontchartrain right there, the same level as in my boathouse.
This man wielding a toilet plunger spoke to the local CBS affiliate.
Besides trying to take matters in your own hands, what else are you doing here today?
Raising all my stuff in my boathouse, trying to save it, because I didn't really expect it to get this high.
So far, Lee's storm surge has not penetrated the levees protecting New Orleans. 6 years ago, Katrina's fury ripped apart some of those levees, flooding 80% of the city. They've been rebuilt and appear to be holding. Lee is wreaking havoc in the tiny town of Jean Lafitte, Louisiana, where there's a mandatory evacuation. With Lee's drenching rains and floodwaters, emergency rescue crews are urging people to stay inside, off the roads and out of the water.
We're from Utah. We don't know any better, and we don't know anybody to tell us it's crazy. So we're going to go out there and see if we can catch a few catfish.
The storm is expected to continue causing problems along the Gulf Coast through the weekend.
More than 35,000 people are without power, mostly in the New Orleans area. The Smithsonian's American History Museum opening a new exhibit for the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Items recovered from the 3 sites attacked that day are now on display. The objects include a cell phone used by New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani and a Pentagon clock frozen at 9:32 a.m. One of the famous fountains in Rome's Piazza Navona was vandalized overnight. Police officers found pieces of figures scattered around the fountains of the Moors. The foundation was constructed back in 1574. The damaged figures were replicas from the 19th century. The original masterpiece was not damaged. Rome's mayor says he hopes surveillance cameras will help identify those responsible. Botox, laser therapy, plastic surgery, it's a hot industry right now, but the clientele might surprise you. Why the face of grandparents may be changing. And more people are trading the grocery store for the farmer's market. The lure of fresh produce ahead.
Introducing doggy dentures. Because 4 out of 5 dogs over the age of 3 develop oral care issues, like tartar buildup.
You're kidding, right? Just give me Dentastix, the treat that's clinically proven to reduce up to 80% of tartar buildup.
Look what I drew for you, Dad.
Oh, hey, that's awesome. Cat.
It's a dinosaur, Dad.
Oh, wow. Awesome dinosaur, buddy. Touchdown.
With Optic TV, you don't have to choose between life and TV. Just use your PVR to record shows and watch when you want. With both eyes.
You're unbelievable.
It has an HD webcam, killer audio, and lids that switch to start every semester fresh. But mostly, it helps me try new moves on and off the court. Powered by the second-gen Intel Core i5 processor, not just smart, visibly smart. Call, click, or chat at Dell.ca and discover how to empower more you today.
I like Staples. They talk the talk and they dance the dance. Okay, let's try this.
It's the most wonderful time.
500 sheets of multi-use paper with bonus zebra pen, only $4.99. Staples. That was easy.
Longing for a taste of the Mediterranean? Then come to Tim Hortons for the bold, zesty flavor of our new creamy Greek feta wrap made with warm seasoned chicken. Tim Hortons Chicken Wrap Snackers, just $1.99. Always a great value.
It's back, the Brick's famous tent sale. There's scratch and dent appliances in the tents below cost. And this holiday weekend, pay no taxes on major appliances. Saturday only, get this stainless steel upright freezer special buy, only $3.99 at the Brick.
A nod to the old country out in the Springbank today, where bagpipes kicked off the Highland Games. Spectators taking in competitions like stone throwing and hammer throwing. Check out these guys demonstrating warrior fighting with hatchets, no less. Some big pipes on this guy taking part in the caber toss, and of course the hammer throwing, all pretty impressive. Look at this. I couldn't even pick that up.
No.
Could you? Maybe.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
of course.
we could pick it up together.
Well, I can.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm a sports guy. No, I can't pick that up. Well, the caber toss, I can.
Yeah.
And the hammer, I can maybe like...
Yeah. Kick it over.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to go to warrior school.
I do. But we're talking football right now, so I don't need to worry about it.
They're all warriors
caber
on the field
tosses.
there, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Calgary Dinos, they're looking to defend their Canada West title. They've won it 3 straight years, looking for a 4th. They're ranked number 4 in the country right now as they take on the Manitoba Bisons in their season opener. And after the Manitoba Bisons opened the scoring, it was 24-17 at this point. This is a huge return. Actually, pass and run 90 yards for Anthony Coombs. It's 31-17 for the Dinos, or rather for the Bisons. But the Dinos chipped away all in the second half, and then there's Stephen Lumbala running it in from 13 yards out. That cuts the lead down. Now 31-28. The Dinos with just 25 seconds left on the clock. That is a game-winning touchdown. Eric Dulesky hooking up with Chris Dobko, and that is a game winner. 35-31 is the final score. They open the season on a good note. Stamps looking to do the same thing on Monday.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
We'll wait for it.
Thanks, Brennan.
You bet.
A nonprofit group bringing the message of drug awareness to our city. The team behind the Drug Awareness Walk across Canada has already traveled 6,000 kilometers on foot to share their message with communities right across the country. And today they were at the Falcon Ridge Castle Ridge Community Association to bring awareness about the dangers of narcotics. They talked about addiction and the problems it can bring to families, careers, and finances. Drug awareness volunteers have been trying to help people in Calgary since 2006 through seminars and rallies. Well, when you think of cosmetic surgery, who do you picture going under the knife? Probably not your grandparents, but as Mina Ree reports, with people living longer, doctors are seeing a new and growing trend.
Guess how old this blonde is? 30? 40? She's 63 and proud of it.
I'm playing golf, I'm playing tennis, and I just want to look better, look as good as I feel.
She says she's fought aging head on by going under the knife to get breast implants at the age of 62.
They just look blah. you know, it's a lift.
She's not alone. This slice of the pie might not look like much, but it represents the well over 500,000 senior citizens who underwent cosmetic procedures in the U.S. last year. This plastic surgeon estimates 30% of his patients are in their golden years.
It's like an icebreaker. The cutting edge of the baby boomers are turning 60 every 10 seconds. And how we're going to age is nothing like the world has ever seen.
It's a paradigm shift, and boomers are creating a cultural shift in the way mature people project their external image to the world. Take Jeanette Corso. She's 71, raised 5 kids, 13 grandchildren, and says she's got decades more to go.
I don't feel old. I feel like I have a young spirit.
But she feels gravity is betraying her and has decided to get a liquid facelift.
Yeah, just make a little hole in the skin.
Jeanette is undergoing a new procedure, getting fillers injected in multiple areas through one hole to avoid bruising. When it comes to going under the knife, doctors say there's more risk with mature patients.
You have to be a little more attentive to screening preoperatively. Make sure there's no heart disease. Make sure there's no silent hypertension. Always have an anesthesiologist.
Those who choose to go this route say it's an investment in themselves.
We control everything else in our lives. Why can't we control how we look?
Baby boomers were responsible for the explosion in cosmetic surgery when they were at the peak of their earning power and are now one of the fastest growing demographics visiting cosmetic surgeons. I can't believe that lady was 71.
Both of them looked fantastic, but you're
Amazing.
right, the 71, the brunette, looked
I thought she
amazing.
was 40 or something.
Yeah, 42,
incredible.
43, she
Wow.
looks great. At least we have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Right?
There's hope.
There's hope for us in 30 years from now. We still have to worry about the next little while, though.
Yeah,
No,
I guess so.
It's all good. 17 right now at the airport. Winds coming in from the south-southeast at 15. What a day. We bounced up for those temperatures, and it was a cold one last night. And everywhere felt the cool weather. But do you know what? It was great today, and it's going to be nice tomorrow. 17 right now in Deerfoot Mall, 18 in Cranston. Strathmore is sitting at 18 as well. Take a look at how warm it is to the north. High level in Fort Macleod sitting at 20. Grand Prairie sitting at 19 in Edmonton, 18. It was warm to the south as well. Pretty normal for this time of year for them. Lethbridge 19 and Medicine Hat sitting at 20 right now. Our normal daytime high is 19. We made it up to 17 today, so we're 2 degrees off the mark. But we are going to bounce up and go up to above seasonal as we get into Sunday and Monday. And that is all thanks to an area of high pressure that is south of the border. And that is allowing some really warm air to come in from the States. And the only place that's going to see any rain is going to be the interior parts of BC up to the north, where they've got an area of low pressure that once again is moving in off the Pacific coast. And that'll bring some rain up to that area. But we won't see any for central and southern Alberta. We've got clear skies and warm temperatures for Sunday, Monday, and it looks like right through until next week. Here's a look at the futurecast, and it'll show a little bit of cloud cover through Edmonton and Red Deer and down through Drumheller, but that moves off as we go into overnight tonight and into Sunday morning. Clear skies throughout the area. All day Sunday, the same thing. And as we get into holiday Monday, yep, that's right, same thing. Lots of sunshine and clear skies. Overnight tonight, we do have a frost warning, as I mentioned, for Airdrie, Olds, and the Cochrane area. Banff will go down to -1 here in Calgary. It'll be a chilly 4, Lethbridge 2. And then for the next few days, as we get into Sunday, 24 will be our daytime high. We'll go up to 25 on Monday, 24 on Tuesday. Warm temperatures continue right through into the end of the week. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see what's going on those roads now and go up to Katrina.
Well, a bit of a traffic squeeze going on in the northwest on 16th Avenue between Banff Trail and 29th Street, where the road is reduced to just 1 lane in both directions. Also in the area, the exit from southbound Crowchild Trail onto westbound 16th Avenue is closed. That should wrap up tomorrow evening around 10 p.m. Better driving deserves better rates. Find out how much you could save on car insurance with GP Car and Home at gp.ca. Jamie?
Thanks, Katrina.
You're welcome.
RCMP are adding a new tool to their crime-fighting arsenal, and it will help them gather evidence faster, and many won't even know it's there. We'll show you what it is ahead.
What if half your community was hooked on powerful prescription drugs?
For a month, I was sick, and I felt like I was dying.
The story of a Canadian tragedy, a 16:9 exclusive, Sunday at 7 on Global.
It's back, the Brink's famous tent sale. Now get Simmons Beauty Rest at half price. You know, the bowling ball bed. This Simmons Beauty Rest High Loft Pillow Top Sleep Set with latex, memory foam, and the exclusive 980 Evolution pocket coils is half price. You save $900. You heard right, half price. It's only $899. Plus, you don't pay for 15 months with no monthly payments and no interest. And for a limited time, get mattresses starting at $149 each piece. Shop the Brink's famous tent sale.
What does the most advanced digital network mean to you? It means impromptu Glee marathons. It means striking while the iron's hot. It means disaster can be averted. And curiosity is compounded by the second. What does technology mean to you? What does Shaw mean to you?
Longing for a taste of the Mediterranean? Then come to Tim Hortons for the bold, zesty flavor of our new creamy Greek feta wrap made with warm seasoned chicken. Tim Hortons Chicken Wrap Snackers, just $1.99. Always a great value.
If you're looking for a pickup truck, check out the numbers on fuel economy, the horsepower, and the pickup more Canadian truck owners are switching to. Because only Ram delivers on all three. That'll thin out the herd real quick. Guts, glory, Ram.
A new RCMP tool is taken to the skies. It will fly over crash and major crime scenes to take photos and videos, and officers say it will allow for faster evidence collection. And as John Daly reports, it's so tiny it can actually fit into a suitcase.
It's tiny, light, quiet, unmanned. The RCMP's newest traffic helicopter is a 1.3 kilogram battery-powered drone, completely operated via remote control.
We're able to hover this over our crime scenes and our large collision scenes to be able to take aerial footage and video shots. So this will give us a much quicker ability to open up highways.
Currently at crash scenes, laser transits, surveyors' tools are used to take measurements. It can be time-consuming and costly, leaving major highways closed, sometimes for as long as half a day. The RCMP's Dragonflyer will also be used instead of the force's regular chopper for photographing outdoor murder scenes, another time-consuming and obviously costly exercise.
The Dragonflyer X6 is very versatile. It flies very low, and it gives us the ability to get different aerial shots at very close range of serious crime scenes and of collision scenes. This is not possible with a helicopter, and for court purposes, that's absolutely essential.
Canadian-made, it pops right out of a small suitcase. Airborne, it can fly for 20 minutes straight, shooting high-definition video and stills. And it gives the operator real-time video feedback of what Dragonflyer is seeing. And should low battery or anything else become an issue, its onboard GPS will bring the Dragonflyer back home automatically to exactly where it started.
Dragonflyer X6 will be flying for a 1-year period, testing just how beneficial it is, and then after the 1 year, we'll review the data we have and see if it's something that we should purchase.
Complete Dragonflyer kits are $33,000 each.
They've been abandoned by their owners and face an uncertain future, but some American shelter dogs are now traveling to our side of the border and finding new homes. Global's Danny Grummett explains how it works.
This is Bernie, a pit bull mix in a Los Angeles-based animal shelter. At the time of this video, his sister had just been given a lethal injection, and he could be next. Here's Bernie today in a Saskatoon park. Jessica Mills rescued him.
We brought Bernie home, tried to adopt him out, and failed miserably, and he kept him.
She's since helped rescue 6 more dogs from the LA shelter and adopted them out here, mainly Chihuahuas, Terriers, and Pit Bulls.
We had looked at adopting locally, but there's a very limited selection, and you want to find a dog that's going to suit your personality and your lifestyle.
The idea came from Diane Keller, who lives near Kindersley. She posted an ad on Kijiji to bring pit bulls up from the States.
You don't find much for pit bulls around here. So we emailed her and asked her we'd like to help out, what can we do? So she kind of sort of put us in touch with everybody.
Keller helped Mills connect with an American dog rescuer who says shelters are overcrowded because some Americans aren't spaying or neutering their dogs or tiring of them rather easily.
The dog is no longer a puppy or cute anymore. We get dog surrender. They surrender their dog. Or if they get a puppy and the puppy is too hyper for them, they surrender the dog. And it's like, well, a puppy's supposed to be hyper.
We usually get average 30 dogs in a day during the spring and summer.
Some have skin conditions or even deformities that we're told makes it difficult to give them a home in LA. Yet Canadians are welcoming them with open arms. Since the transport started in early January, at least 30 dogs have been saved from death. Once chosen for adoption, the dogs are flown from Los Angeles, usually to Calgary. They're picked up and taken to their new home. Willing adopters have been sprouting up across the country. What does the SPCA think? Well, it says anytime an unwanted animal finds a home is a good thing, but encourage people to look locally first. Danny Grummett, Global News.
17 at the airport. Another peek at that forecast when we come back.
This program is brought to you in part by RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
A fresh coat of paint can make a big difference. Let's get it done. The Home Depot has colors and quality covered with #1 rated Behr interior paint and primer in one. You'll also find rollers, trays, brushes, and everything else you need to make a big impact in any room. Make the Home Depot your one-stop paint project destination. Together, let's get it done. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
People, it's time to tab. Time for a better HD screen and access to millions more web videos with Adobe Flash. The thinner, lighter, better Samsung Galaxy Tab.
I'm a first-time Ford owner.
I have 5 siblings, and we all drive Fords. This is the perfect family vehicle for us. It gives us all the space that we need.
My wife's pregnant, and safety's #1 for me.
I look after my car, and it looks after me.
It's amazing what we're offering our customers.
Just the quality of the cars, all the cool rides we've got.
Getting employee pricing was amazing.
Because it's a great deal.
Now join the over 275,000 who shared our pride and price. Because Ford employee pricing's been extended. Get up to $12,000 in rebates, plus our Costco offer is back. Hurry to your Ford store today.
The vision for Cash and Cars Lottery is clear. We've set our sights on finding new cancer treatments for Albertans like Toby Dunn.
I could never thank you enough for your support of Cash and Cars Lottery. Your generosity has helped Albertans like me as we continue to make progress in the fight against cancer.
Support the Alberta Cancer Foundation and Canadian Cancer Society. Buy your tickets now for a chance at prizes worth over $5.1 million, including this grand prize show home package in Calgary. Cash and Cars Lottery.
A sizzling competition down at Eau Claire Market this weekend, the 19th annual Barbecue on the Bow Festival, showcasing teams from all over North America. The 2-day event features a number of displays, blues, music, kids' activities, and top chef grilling demonstrations. The teams made up of a chef, a chief cook, and up to 3 assistants are competing for $10,000 in prize money.
This is actually a championship. This is slow food, barbecue, cooking over charcoal and wood, and what we call smokers.
Competitive barbecuing began more than 2 decades ago in the U.S. More than 500 cities now hosting similar events. Well, speaking of good food, farmers markets are a throwback to the way earlier generations used to shop before the days of supermarkets. And a recent Leisure marketing poll shows 78% of Canadians prefer to buy their fruits and vegetables from local vendors. Global's Havna Patel headed down to a busy market in Montreal to find out why.
This vendor doesn't have to try too hard to convince people to buy his produce. Jean Talon Market was bustling with shoppers today, eager to get their fix of fresh fruits and veggies.
Being able to taste some of the vegetables before you even buy them and knowing that they're fresh and local.
Buying local produce is key for many. A new Leger marketing poll indicates an overwhelming number of Montrealers and Canadians prefer to buy locally, even if it means going out of their way to do so. Manon Vaillant has been coming to the Jean Talon Market for 20 years. It's really important to support the local stores, she says. Lino Berry has worked at the market for half a century. He's not surprised at all by the results.
Because it's the only reason you have to come for quality, to get fresh products that have more vitamins. And that's what makes all the society go.
Another veteran vendor, Pascal Palmiere, has been running his tomato booth for 30 years. He says local produce is always fresher.
Whenever you buy imported stuff, it's probably been in the fridges for a couple of weeks, before they get to the local market.
And that's why the shoppers browse through the aisles, deciding between the deep purple berries to green vegetables. Even purple cauliflower doesn't stay on the shelves too long. Most shoppers say they come here to buy their fresh fruits and vegetables, but many say they equally enjoy the vibrant atmosphere.
It's a wonderful place. The atmosphere is great. The products are great. It's just a fun place to be.
Parce que c'est coloré, parce qu'il y a plein d'odeurs, de parfums.
It's the vibrant colors and aromas that entice me, he says. But the colorful produce won't be here for long. It's around the time that the leaves show vibrant colors that markets like these will close. Shoppers only have until October to take advantage of produce that's just as good for the heart as it is for the local economy. Bhavna Patel, Global News, Montreal.
Yummy. I love farmers markets.
So do I.
I've been doing lots of canning.
Yeah,
canning up a storm.
And how are you doing with it?
Not bad. Today
Yeah.
I did pickled carrots. I did peaches the other day. Brendan Parker's been calling me Grandma Doll. But
Oh, come on. I think it's great you're doing that.
Tis the season.
And you're going to need it as we get into December,
Doll.
January.
He's on the list.
I did say I wanted my name added to the bottom of the list.
Of the peach list.
They did look pretty good. The peaches look good. You're getting there. You're getting better.
Okay, we'll see how they taste.
Okay, I want to talk really quickly about Tropical Storm Lee as it's moving into the States. This is not going to become a hurricane. It's not a Katrina, but it is going to affect Canada. Right now, they've got winds at 100 kilometers an hour, which is about 60 miles per hour, and up to 500 millimeters of rain is expected to fall in that area. You see all that yellow and orange as we go over the Labor Day weekend. Now, if you follow the lines, that'll eventually move into the southern parts of Ontario. We're looking at Thursday or Friday. It'll affect that area. It'll be certainly windy out there, and they'll get quite a bit of rain, and they're bracing themselves for more rain and hail right now in those parts as they have a very severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now.
So this is the place to be.
Yeah, out in the West Coast, all of the prairies in Vancouver, fantastic, clear skies, lots of sunshine and warm temperatures.
Excellent.
Yeah.
People still out there longboarding?
Absolutely. This weekend, it's one of the coolest events I've ever seen. I was down there all day yesterday at COP.
Yeah.
You got to check this footage out. These guys, and gals for that matter, going down that back road at COP, it's all blocked off for longboarding. High speeds, hairpin turns, some crashes, all adds up to good times.
Longing for a taste of the Mediterranean? Then come to Tim Hortons for the bold, zesty flavor of our new creamy Greek feta wrap, made with warm seasoned chicken. Tim Hortons Chicken Wrap Snackers, just $1.99. Always a great value.
The Safeway e-auction allows you to use your Air Miles reward miles to bid on great merchandise like a Sharp Aqua 70-inch Quatron LCD TV, a running room gift card for all your running and walking fitness goals, A Spin Master prize pack with Mundo Pizza Kit, Air Hogs Vectron Wave Battle, and more. Or a Thermos Combo Pack, including stainless steel food jar, hydration bottle, and more. The excitement starts at Safeway.ca.
Good luck. Have a good one.
You could win $25,000 to find your beach anywhere in the world. Look for a PIN code inside specially marked cases of Corona Extra. Must be legal drinking age, no purchase necessary. For contest details, go to findyourbeach.ca.
Cerveza?
You can now own a condo for only $230 bi-weekly at both Indigo Sky Saddle Ridge and Terra Lake locations. 2-bedroom suites at an unbelievable $129,900. Yes, that's 2-bedroom suites starting at $129,900. The final phase is coming September 24th. Register now at indigosky.ca. But hurry, 260 suites sold in one day at our first launch. $1,000 down gets you started. Info and registration at indigosky.ca.
What does the most advanced digital network mean to you? It means impromptu Glee marathons. It means striking while the iron's hot. It means disaster can be averted. And curiosity is compounded by the second. What does technology mean to you? What does Shaw mean to you?
The North Division Championship Series continued today at Foothill Stadium. The Capitals and Vipers. The Caps actually tied up the best-of-7 series in a big way last night, driving home 14 runs. Today was Game 5 before the series shifts back to Edmonton. The Caps bats remained pretty hot today, but it was the Vipers that opened the scoring. Runner on third for Jimmy Rohan. He singles home. Wilver Perez, it's 1-0 Vipers through 5, but it all was Caps from there. Top of 6. Brent Metheny gets all of that one deep to left field, a 3-run bomb, and it's quickly 4-1. Still in the 6th, Lou Pote slices one to the opposite field. That gets into the corner for a triple, and Rex Rundgren comes around to score all the way from first. It was 6-1 after 6. Next inning, the Caps just put an exclamation point on this game. It's Metheny again. Another bomb to left field. It's his second of the game. The Capitals put up another 12 runs today, taking this one 12-6. Game 6 goes tomorrow in Edmonton. The Calgary Dinos have won 3 straight Canada West titles, berths in each of the last 2 Vanier Cup games, but after losing 8 Conference All-Stars, the road back to that national championship may be a little tougher this year. But it started today for the 4th-ranked team in the country, taking on the Manitoba Bisons, maybe one of the youngest teams in the Canada West. They were up 7-0 early, and on the ensuing kickoff, it's Jake Hardy. He played for the Calgary Colts last year. This is his first year as a Dino. Hey, Coach Neil, how about this? 90 yards back the other way, and it's 7-7. The Dinos' offense was sputtering early, too, so that was big for them. But Anthony Combs then, in the 3rd quarter, takes a pass from Khalil Williams. It's 31-17 after he goes back 90 yards himself all the way down the field. Some really rough conditions, but it started to dry out, and the Bisons took advantage. They were up big heading into the 4th quarter. There was some highs for Combs. There was some lows now. He takes the handoff, maybe slips on that tough turf, and he fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Dinos. And on the ensuing play, it's Stephen Lumbala from 13 yards out, finds a huge hole in the defense. He runs it in. With just over 6 minutes remaining, it's 31-24. Now 31-28. Another turnover from the Bisons offense. Williams can't handle it. And it's recovered by Thomas Spallettini on the Manitoba 35. And then finally, the Dinos offense really starting to connect. It's Eric Dulesky to Chris Dobko from 7 yards out. That would stand as your game winner. 35-31. Calgary beats up on Manitoba. Well, as you saw earlier, things starting to heat up off the field for the Labor Day Classic. Let's hope that Monday's battle is as fierce on the turf as it's been off, because the Stamps were hit by a little bit of an injury bug this week. In practice, it looks like linebacker Juwan Simpson may not be able to go, so if he misses, we'll see Robert McCune there. Hopefully he can make a quick recovery, but if history tells us anything, the Stamps are in good shape heading into Labor Day. They've won 4 of their last 5 games on Labor Day, and not to mention that they beat Edmonton 52-5 in last year's Classic. Not so much of a Classic. And the Eskimos, they're coming in reeling a little bit. They've lost 3 straight games. They've had some injury problems. Their offensive line is beat up. They will get some help in the form of a Darius Bowman back to help their receiving corps, but they will be without Fred Stamps. He's just not quite ready to go.
We have to be smart with Fred. We've decided to be smart with Fred. There's no reason for us to rush Fred back and have a major setback and cost us more games. So we'll take it day by day and see where his progress is, and when we return on Friday, he may or may not be in the lineup.
Well, Canada Olympic Park is known for hosting all kinds of events for the adrenaline junkie lover. Snowboarding, bobsleigh, skeleton, luge, aerials, you name it. But this one may top the list. A longboarding World Cup stop makes for some unbelievable video. High speeds and hairpin turns. That's what riders will be maneuvering this weekend at Canada Olympic Park during the longboarding World Cup event.
I'm a human Formula One car without an engine.
Some may call it crazy, but these athletes are extremely skilled on the board and love the adrenaline rush.
It's precise motions. You got to take great lines. The speed sensation is just unbelievable because you've got like this bird's eye view. Riding down the hill from your helmet, you can see all around yourself, and you're just above the ground like that. It's a crazy sport.
The fact that you're just speeding down this course with nothing but a board and wheels and a helmet and gloves, and it just feels uplifting, like you just feel great.
Some of the top riders from around the world are in our city, including the current world speed record holder at 130 kilometers per hour.
There's crazy passes, crazy crashes, and just the competitiveness and the logistical thinking during the heats. Like you're playing a chess match that's constantly moving.
Take the corners at 20 kilometers per hour, eh? Yeah, right. The kid that may stand out the most is barely bigger than his board, but 8-year-old Tristan Bell is already at his 3rd event.
What's so cool about this sport?
The speed.
So when I look up the hill, I'm always thinking there's no way he can do it. But I see him flying down the bottom, so I think, okay, he's alive.
Big speeds and some gnarly crashes, it all adds up to one stellar sport to watch. From the most exciting to the least exciting, longboarding to golf. Second round of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Check out this, a hole-in-one from Brandt Snedeker on 16. We get him to -7. He would finish the round 1 back of the leader at -9. Bubba Watson, he drains the birdie putt on 7. That gets him to -10. He is tied for the lead along with this man, Charles Schwartzel. He chips in. There's 3 actually in the lead. Adam Scott also in the mix.
Those longboarders look like Spider-Man on like a skateboard.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
They're a little wider, some a little longer. There's some different shapes, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. Somehow they stay on those things.
Incredible.
There is also some street luge there as well. So there's quite a bit. And hopefully some crashes, because they're fun to watch.
As long as no one gets hurt.
As long as there are no ones, that's right.
Absolutely. Well, a mama dog may be suffering from empty nest syndrome now that most of her pups have been given away, but she's determined to stay a mom, even if it means adopting other babies. Stay with us.
I'm a first-time Ford owner.
I have 5 siblings, and we all drive Fords. This is the perfect family vehicle for us. It gives us all the space that we need.
My wife's pregnant, and safety's #1 for me.
I look after my car, and it looks after me.
It's amazing what we're offering our customers.
Just the quality of the cars, all the cool rides we've got.
Getting employee pricing was amazing.
Because it's a great deal.
Now join the over 275,000 who shared our pride and price. Ford employee pricing's been extended. Get up to $12,000 in rebates, plus our Costco offer is back. Hurry to your Ford store today.
Good luck. Have a good one.
You could win $25,000 to find your beach anywhere in the world. Look for a PIN code inside specially marked cases of Corona Extra. Must be legal drinking age, no purchase necessary. For contest details, go to findyourbeach.ca.
Cerveza?
Well, this is an emotional win for me for sure.
My horse was unbelievable today.
I've had a good day today, put it that way. It's just incredible.
I can't think of a better place to do it.
Lucy, I didn't expect to win it this morning when I woke up. To win a tournament of this magnitude here, it's a dream come true for me.
The CN International at the Spruce Meadows Masters, Sunday, September 11th.
My skin's always been prone to stretch marks, which is why I was so excited to discover something that really helps.
BioOil helps improve the appearance of scars and stretch marks.
It has an HD webcam, killer audio, and lids that switch to start every semester fresh. But mostly, it helps me try new moves, on and off the court. Powered by the second-gen Intel Core i5 processor, not just smart, visibly smart. Call, click, or chat at Dell.ca and discover how to empower more you today.
The Frick's famous tent sale. Buy more, save more on all reclining sofas, love seats, and chairs. Buy one piece, get 20% off. Buy 3 or more matching pieces and get 40% off each piece. This micro-suede reclining sofa is only $539 when you buy 3 pieces, or get it in genuine leather, only $839.
This global program is brought to you by Lux Windows, proud SAM Award winner for most innovative product.
Well, as if Yeti the dog wasn't busy enough with her litter of puppies. Now, she's also nursing 14 baby pigs. Take a look. All but one of Yeti's biological puppies have been given away. The one puppy that's left likes to join the piglets at mealtime. The farmer says the pigs also drink their mother's milk, but they come running to Yeti when they see her. Yeti has been nursing the piglets since they were about 2 weeks old. Talk about pigs.
That is adorable. That's from Cuba.
Yeah.
Wow.
From Cuba.
Interesting stuff that's going on over there on that island of Cuba. And we've got some great weather in store for us. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. We'll make it up to 24. Temperatures above seasonal for the rest of the long weekend, actually, right through until next week right now. 25 and sunny on Monday, and Tuesday, 24 and sunny as well. It's going to be fantastic as we end up the long weekend.
No kidding. Beautiful forecast. Beautiful shot of the city tonight. Get out there, enjoy it. We'll be back tonight at 11. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
"16 by 9, the bigger picture.
They are the new credit cards with the chip inside. They're supposed to be convenient and secure. But wait until you see what we found.
That's your Visa number right there.
It's actually really scary. Is that your number?
Yeah, I can't believe that. When I actually ordered the first reader online, I'm thinking it, can't be this easy.
Distracted driving is one of the biggest dangers on our roads. But are we learning from our deadly mistakes?
That day will never be erased.
It was a couple of seconds of distraction and like that, and it changed our life forever.